EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll swing this out to Tony. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Attack! Yellow. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down to about the 48-yard line. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Got his man, it's Dulcich. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Here's Phillips on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. You look at this Bronco defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Phillips. Short throw caught by Dulcich. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Phillips. The pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught by Evans. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal. Yellow.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco once more. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's... The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw. Phillips. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Third and 5. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Phillips now throwing on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
First down 10 at their own 9-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. He's got room at the 30. Still going. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Phillips. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Phillips. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game, start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Phillips. To throw on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Fielded at the 20. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Mahomes. This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hey, 57, 57. 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Yellow, yellow.
And behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll drop this off to Pacheco, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a pickup of 6.
Phillips to throw on 2nd down. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 18. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. He sent the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ready.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Phillips on first down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Phillips. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working at it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's Phillips. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Phillips now on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Broncos 18.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Phillips. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Phillips. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. Touchdown, Broncos. Jaleel McLaughlin from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. To throw is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. There he goes right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Phillips. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He may go. Touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin. An even 90 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score 42. Broncos 32. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. But Charles,